brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Oh, Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Oh, picket lines and picket signs don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me so we can see, oh, what's going on, what's going on, oh, what's going on, what's going on. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Woo. Ooh. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa. Mother, mother, everybody think we're wrong, yeah, but who are they to judge us? Simply 'cause our hair grows long. You know we've got to find a way to break some under. Standing here today, oh, picket lines and picket signs don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me so we can see what's going on. What's going on? Oh, what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Woo. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Woo. Do-do-do-do. Ha. Da-da-do-do. Right on. Can you tell me? Can you tell me? What's going on?
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. And what's going on?
What's going on with you?
I'm going to tell you, that man has rhythm, a voice. I can listen to him all day long.
And you're not crying, so we're on a win-win right now.
I'm going to tell you, that song has a lot of memories. My brother loved that song, and this guy performs it, Ulysses, performs it very, very well. So welcome to the team.
Ulysses Pinckney. You know, it's so timely because we're just, commemorating the 60th anniversary of Martin Luther King, and it's
Today?
I Have a Dream speech today, and here you are singing that, and I can't think, and this was absolutely never planned, as it never is, right, Sally, of what we do. And, you know, when you actually stop and listen to the lyrics of what it is and the protests and where we're at now, you would think we'd be better along than where we were 60 years ago, but I'm not so sure.
You know, music was used back in the 60s and the 70s to try to overcome all of the mess, and we're still in the mess, and that hasn't ended, but my goodness gracious, there are people that say they can sing that song, man, but do you bring it home? Unbelievable. I want to thank BB, grab a mic, so you could talk in there. I want to thank B for bringing this gentleman on.
Be Eventful. I don't even know B's last name. I have for all of our contact is Be Eventful. And I'm thinking that's so not your last name, but it is in all of our contacts. He calls you BB. So.
It's B. Del Rosso.
Oh, there you go.
See, BB, Del Rosso.
B. Del Rosso.
That's correct.
You know, Ulysses, B was saying, and she's so chill and laid back and always happy. Ulysses is really great. You're going to love him. Oh, you're going to love him.
Always.
No, B, it's like, you guys are going to love him. He is amazing. B, we got to like bring up the energy because I don't know if you knew, but I had no idea. You are incredible.
Thank you
what
so
a gift
much.
your voice is.
Thank
B,
you
how
so
did
much.
you meet Ulysses?
I actually saw him performing, and that was it. It was love at first sight.
Thank you,
It
thank
was
you.
it. I can't even, there are no words really to even express how wonderful and entertaining he really is. A true professional, wonderful
Soul man.
personality, wonderful human being. I mean, I am so proud to bring him here to you today.
I feel like you're this hidden gem, and we have to unearth you and bring you back out since
He
COVID.
is, he's a diamond.
Well, you,
Tell me,
you've been doing this for a while.
I have been singing for a while. Actually, I started at 8 years old. I did gospel music, of course, for up until college. And I wrote a lot of R&B, but I didn't perform it as much. But yeah, I started professionally at 8 years old. And I'm 62 now. So.
You're just a boy.
He's a rookie.
Where did you start? Down here in Florida, or where were you?
No, I was born in the state of Florida, Fernandina Beach, if you're familiar, up in the Jacksonville area. But I grew up in Georgia, small town called St. Mary's, Georgia, second oldest city in the U.S., next to St. Augustine. And so I grew up there. My mom was a wonderful singer. She was a gospel singer. And if you're familiar with Shirley Caesar and James Cleveland, back in the gospel days, was my mom's era. And that's how I guess I got started. She knew Shirley Caesar. And she loved my mom, and I guess the rest, they say, is history. You know, so.
Good stuff. Listen, I want to also welcome our family and friends on True Oldie South Florida. We got a compliment the other day on Saturday that more and more people are listening to the radio show. And they said, yeah, I know the guy. I know that guy.
I told you.
They don't know nothing.
They know your voice.
But they're going to know you, Lisa. I'm going to tell you that. They're going to know that voice. But I want to welcome in tonight, Night Train. We're going to have back-to-backs. I don't know if this is the first part or the second, but we're going to have him. We're going to have Megan. That's the second part of the
Very
music.
nice.
So we'll bring a little entertainment. Also get to know the artist, which is really, really vital. Some of the things that we want to do with this, we're going to go on tour. We're going to start putting concerts together, and hopefully we could put a deal together with this gentleman and B. I'm excited.
I have to tell you, there is nothing like Ulysses said. Music brings people together, right? I was very fortunate. I got to see an amazing concert over the weekend. I saw Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind and Fire.
Everybody saw Lionel Richie, except me.
Earth, Wind and Fire opened for Lionel Richie. There was no opening for Earth, Wind and Fire, and 3 originals from Earth, Wind and Fire were there. And I have to tell you, as spectacular as ever. 72 years old, young. Lionel Richie is 74, and none of them missed a beat.
Hello.
And you tell me, Ulysses, you have a band that you do Earth, Wind and Fire. A small band of 11.
Yes. I do.
11.
11.
I do have my own band, and we do a variety of shows. I had some gentlemen that I was working with out of Philadelphia that did an Earth, Wind, and Fire review, but I do have my own band here. And we perform, of course, some of everything because my fans are international. So I tend to like the old school from Frank Sinatra all the way up until today. So yeah, it's a big cast. But if they ever want my live band, you won't go wrong. You won't go wrong. The show's spectacular.
They get everybody. I mean, everyone in the arena was up. And I looked around, and I'm like, everyone's my age and up. This is like, our generation
You know,
concert.
it's funny, when I put Lionel on there, and we have it all day long, nobody ever says anything. Now everybody's running. People are sending me pictures, Sarah Spiritual, everybody's sending me pictures that they were at the concert.
He had 2 grand pianos.
Of course, he's Lionel.
He's Lionel. I mean, between sets, it was 30 minutes between because they had to take the Earth, Wind, and Fire set down. All the equipment had to be taken off, and then all of Lionel, he calls himself, all of his equipment had to be brought out flawlessly. Every musician, everything, the sets. All I could think of was Josh and everything behind the screens that were playing. And I think I sent you some. I sent Kenny Love one because all about love, and it's what we all need. And you go back to what it was. And remember the song that he did with Michael Jackson? We Are the World?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people
Not
did
a
that.
dry eye in the arena because, that song was written back in the early 80s, I believe. And here we are. This song was written, in the 70s? Here we are again. We're still...
Real music is timeless. It's
It
timeless.
is.
I tell everybody that it's timeless, and it's something you can feel. And I always tell a lot of my audiences probably why I guess our generations were so strong, because everything was about unity. Dee and I was talking when we were growing up. You had your one favorite radio station, and you heard all of your favorite artists. So when we went to concerts, we weren't only just going to Lionel, Earth, Wind, and Fire. We was going to Journey and Foreigner, Elton John. We was going to everyone because they're all incredible artists. Oh, I'm sorry. They're all incredible artists, and it kept everyone as one. And yeah, that was the uniqueness of our time. So
Where do you perform? Where can people listen to you?
I travel a lot. In West Palm Beach, I do Cafe Central if I'm in town, but I try to be there every Saturday because that's my hometown. And so I'm at Cafe Central on Saturdays, but most of the time I do a lot of private events. So you can't always come and see me unless it's selective, but I'm trying to break away from that now that we seem to be over some of the lock-in because our shows were so large, so we couldn't have large crowds of people. So
I have to
hopefully this
say-
will be a jump start.
I have to say we were so lucky today that he was available.
Yes.
I am thrilled that
We
he was
booked him
available for
about
us
10
today.
days ago, though, right? Because he was on a jet plane
It was a little
somewhere.
longer than that, I think, but
I don't know where I was.
when he tells me, yes, I can do it, I'm available, I get so excited.
Well, he definitely
And-
is an entertainer, that's for sure.
And,
I'm fortunate. I'm blessed.
As a solo artist, and also he has incredible duets that he performs with exceptional singers
I
as
have
well.
6 beautiful co-stars. They are exceptional. If you do catch me at Cafe Central, you'll see any number of them. I won't go through all of their names now. You can find me on any one of my social medias and look the girls up. But they're wonderful, wonderful singers. If they enjoy the way I sing, they're going to enjoy the young ladies and probably enjoy watching them better because they're very beautiful. They're very talented, very professional. And I'm privileged that I can promote them as well and help their careers. Thank you.
I love your happy, smiling demeanor, and I can't wait to hear another song.
Ah, I'm looking
wanna
forward to
do
it.
2?
I'm going to do one commercial and come back to another one so we
do
can
it.
fit in at least 6 into the half hour for the
Okay.
radio station.
All right, Josh, you ready?
Let's get ready on that. Let me get somebody on the gate.
All right, we've got Ulysses Pinckney, more to come with this amazing music. You showing me the thunderstorm?
No,
I don't know, I'm
no
getting sign
thunderstorm. Let me
language.
turn off the lights. One
All
back
right.
there.
And let's bring up Ulysses' camera.
And let's get it going.
I see your eyes in the morning sun. I it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. I believe in you. You are the door to my very soul. You're the light in my deepest, darkest hour. You're my savior when I call. And you may not think that I care for you, when you know down inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Oh, I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And you may not think that I care for you, when you know down inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Oh, I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Oh, I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Yes, yes. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down. Thank you. Thank you. The great BTs.
AMP2 Media Productions, in collaboration with True Oldies Radio and Comcast TV, bring you the opportunity to spotlight your business on Monday Night Football on ESPN. By targeting your preferred Comcast region, your commercial will be spotlighted during NFL and NCAA football season, reaching over 1 million viewers. Let AMP help you amplify your impact in the community. Contact us at 866-224-5422 to create your own commercial today.
If you're tired of only working for your money and are ready to get your money working for you, then check this out. This is the Transact card, the first of its kind Visa bank card where you double your dollars on every transaction. Transact card provides you with a system for your money finally works for you. The days of underwhelming 1% to 2% cashback are over. Are you ready to welcome in dollar-for-dollar rewards, doubling your buying power and creating financial momentum? Look, if you've been trying to save your way to wealth and that isn't working out the way you hope, maybe it's time to try spending your way to wealth instead. Learn more at gman.mytzt.com. That is gman.mytzt.com.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? AMP Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
There is no way to ignore it. You hear it on the news, online, from your friends and family. What happened to my money? Whether it got hit by falling stocks and bonds, with the coronavirus, shrunk by a floundering 401k with low interest rates, and is riding the extreme ups and downs of the stock market with political elections. Many Americans are worried about their money and how they're going to retire. Help protect your financial future now and call J.D. Mellberg for your complimentary book from a leading financial firm that shows you ways not to run out of money whether the market goes up or down. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that can protect your money for a lifetime. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits of annuities from hundreds of top-rated insurers, helping you to find ways to get up to 33% more income in retirement. That's right. 2 books, both absolutely free, for calling J.D. Mellberg. Help protect your financial future.
Call 877-643-3015.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Something for my generation right here. If you're home watching, you can sing along if you know this song. Here we go. Heaven must be missing an angel. It's missing one angel child because you're here with me right now. Your love is heavenly, baby. Heavenly to me, baby. Your kiss is filled with tenderness. I won't know that I can get off your sexiness. Our showers, your love comes in showers, and every hour on the hour, you let me feel your loving power. Since you came, my cup runneth over. You gave me your heavenly love. If one night you hear crying from above, heaven, yes, must be missing an angel. It's missing one angel child because you're here with me right now. Your love is heavenly, baby, heavenly to me, baby. Heaven, oh heaven, heaven, oh heaven, heaven, ooh heaven, you're just like heaven. Ooh, I'm captured by your spell. You're a different girl, I can tell. When you lay on your pillow at night, above your head, there's a halo shining bright. Heaven, heaven must be missing an angel. No, it's missing one angel child because you're here with me right now. Your love is heavenly, baby, heavenly to me, baby. Yeah, heaven, heaven, ooh, heaven, heaven, oh, heaven, yeah, heaven, heaven. Your love is just like heaven, oh girl, you're just like heaven. Woo! Girl, you're like heaven, 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 heaven. You're like an angel straight down from heaven, standing before me right now. Girl, you're like heaven, 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 heaven. Ooh. Thank you. All right, for my Earth, Wind, and Fire fans. All right, one of them dance around the living room song. Or if we was live right now. Oh, we've been telling you to put them hands up. Let's get it. Y'all know it. Let's groove tonight and share the spice of life. Woo! Baby, slice it right. We're gonna groove tonight. If you know it, sing it with me. Oh, let this groove keep it to move. It's alright, 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 oh. Let this groove step in your shoes and stand up. Alright, alright. I'm gonna tell you what you can do with my love. Alright. Let you know, girl, you're looking good, you're out of sight. Alright, so just lose yourself and align like a 747 and groove yourself in the sky among the stars in the heaven cause. Let this groove get you to move. It's alright, 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 oh. Let this groove light up your fuse and stand up. Alright, alright. Now, girl, let me tell you what you can do with my love. Alright, I'm gonna let you know, girl, you're looking good, you're out of sight. Alright, so just tell the DJ to play your favorite groove and you'll know it's okay. Cause what you found is happening right now, yeah. Let this groove get you to move. It's alright, 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 oh. Let this groove light up your fuse and stand up. Alright, alright, yeah. Let this floor, take a little time, come and see you and me, make a little sign. I'll be there after a while. If you want my love, then we can boogie on down, down, boogie on down, down, boogie on down, down, boogie on down, on down. Let's groove tonight and share the spice of life. Ooh, baby, sexy right. We're gonna groove tonight. Yeah, let this groove get you to move. It's alright, alright, alright. Oh, let this groove step in your shoes and stand up. Alright, alright. Yeah, let this groove get you to move. It's alright, alright, alright. Oh, let this groove light up your fuse and stand up. Alright, alright. Yeah, yeah, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's alright, yeah, yeah. Let this groove step in your shoes and stand up. Yeah, whoa, let this groove. Thank you. Mr. Christopher Cross, I love this song. Hopefully some old heads like me. You'll remember this song. And it take you to a good place, a pleasant place. When we were growing up and life was simpler, quieter and peaceful. Or if you're listening right now, grab your glass of wine and reminisce. Well, it's not far down to paradise, at least it's not for me. For when the wind is right, you can sail away, find serenity. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. It's not far to Never, Never Land. No reason to pretend. For when the wind is right, you can find joy and innocence again. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. Or if you know it, sing it with me right now, wherever you are. Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. Just a dream and the wind will carry me. Soon I will be free. Fantasy, it gets the best of me when I'm sailing. All caught up in the reverie. Every word is a symphony. Won't you believe me? Come on, let's sing it again. Oh, sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. Just a dream and the wind will carry me. Soon I will be free. well enough far back to sanity. At least it's not for beef. For when the wind is right, you can sail away, find tranquility. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Won't you believe me? Oh, let's sing it for the last time right here. Oh, sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be now. Just a dream and the wind will carry me. Soon I will be free. Oh, sail away with me. Thank you.
I don't know. Why, you getting messages? What'd you give Sally? She's already, maybe it's for Mr. Pinkney. I do not know. Sally's in action over here. Ulysses, that was unbelievable.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
You
much.
love to entertain. See, that's when you know you're in your true passion and your purpose. When you can watch.
People are writing and says, where did this guy come from? Nice. Very nice.
I tell you, I am so grateful, and to all of you that are even listening now, I want to say thank you so very much. I hope you get an opportunity to catch me at one of my shows. I'm be praying for me. I'm trying to branch back out where more people can come. Some of the venues are small, so it's very, very limited. But after today, listen, we could talk, and we can get a place where all of your fans can come. I would love to do all of these songs you're hearing today and even more.
And you're going to be singing this Saturday?
I will be singing, yes, this Saturday at Cafe Central from 8 to 11. I'm going to have a beautiful co-star with me. Layla is going to be with me, Layla Mora, and it's going to be wonderful. If you've never been there, it's a nice Italian restaurant. A lot of the Palm Beaches, and I tell them some of my friends and the commissioners and mayors and stuff like that, they come through. So, yes, it's a blessing.
Do we know the address at Cafe Central?
Not right off the top of my head.
You can look it up.
Because I have to remember them all, but it's Cafe Central in West Palm Beach. It's in West Palm Beach, Florida. And if you pull it up, I think if you Google it, it'll definitely pop up.
Josh, you know where it is? Cafe Central?
You know where it is?
I know it's on Dixie.
We'll find it.
Yeah, forgive me not knowing the address because
8 o'clock, you can buy tickets at the door.
There's no tickets necessary. Reservations are free. Just call and get your free reservations. I'm blessed that my shows do go very fast. And, yeah. That's all I can say for that.
Are you always happy like this?
Yes. Isn't it awful?
He's like, yes.
I was telling someone earlier, music is it's like medicine for me. Even if I'm not feeling well, or if I'm not having the best of days, it's like once I start to sing, it's like all of those worries go away. And then whatever it was that was bothering me, it seemed like a solution availed itself and it worked its own self out. How can you not be happy? It's always like a win-win. So
what did I tell you? Miracle Monday. See, you said the same thing to me today.
What did I say?
You needed this today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Now we're having
thank
the
you
best
guys
of
for
days.
having me.
Right?
Frank, you liked
I'm
it?
watching Frank even sing the words along over here.
I didn't know Frank sang.
Now we're having the best of days.
I didn't know Frank sang.
Thank you.
And Sally was singing too.
I did, yeah.
Did you eat your cake?
I did.
Complaining all the way?
No, it wasn't me that was complaining. Everybody was telling me the complaints, but I still ate it.
She ate the cake. She sees pink flamingos, somebody named Carol, and
Do you know a carol?
Yes, it's in the cake. I put something in it so that you have
Carol?
pink flamingos.
Do you know a carol in the cake?
It could be whatever you want. Could be
anyone know a
Carol.
Carol?
Anybody know a carol here?
Anybody know a Carol in the house? Somebody please say
I
yes.
think it's for you, Dawn.
You know a Carol?
For me, I don't know. I'll find
We'll
out.
talk later.
We'll
Pink
talk later.
flamingos.
Pink flamingos and Carol.
Yes, I got it.
More to come.
Today's a day of news.
But it's Monday. Miracles of Monday is what I think it is.
It's a miracle. Right? You got new singer. You got
We were
Bean
saying
in
that
the-
every
thank you,
day you
guys.
wake up is a miracle, right? Because
Every day.
Every day is a miracle
It's
when you
something
wake
I
up.
tell my audience everywhere I go. Life can be so short, even before COVID. Who could expect that this would happen worldwide. And I was in South Korea at the time, I guess right at the beginning of COVID, which is not far. I was only 300 miles from China.
Wow.
And I can remember when an edict went out for all the Chinese people to come home. And then we were like, I wonder what's going on. But we thought it was probably more military that it was making this mass exodus. But I thank God through it all. And I tell everyone, love the people around you. If they come to your mind, let bygones be bygones. Be the bigger person. Pick up the phone. Say, hey, listen, you know, I love you. You know, whatever it was, let's move forward. I've always been like that with my family, and thank God it served me very, very well, because tragedies happen, and they happen suddenly, and you don't want to live with that regret of being angry with someone over someone foolish, and then you don't get the opportunity to make it right.
True
So.
that.
True that.
Another miracle. See that? Miracles every day, right before your eyes. Even when you don't realize it's a miracle, it's a miracle.
Every day. I
Every
told you
day.
if my granddaughter was here, you'll see that little miracle running around here. She
How
would
old-
have took this mic and did her own show. You had to
How old is she?
She is 6. She's turning 7. She don't want us to say she's still 6. She want to claim 7. So if she happened to see this, you're 6.5.
How old is Joey? 5?
Joey's 4.
And he's a big man. Just ask him.
He'll let you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, blessing. What a blessing.
Do we have one more?
We got one more to finish the rap because he's got to go take care of his granddad.
Yes,
right?
pick my little princess up.
So let's do one more so we can finish the rack.
And then we'll go to commercial break.
And that'll be that.
Sounds
and then
good.
we'll jump on to the rest of our friends.
All right, Ulysses, it has been such a joy and a pleasure to have you with us. B, we got to do more, is all I can say.
We have more coming.
We've got more coming.
Yes,
we do. B
do.
has a whole
Yes, we do.
load of people coming.
But
But this
Ulysses-
is
Looking forward to it.
this is a great opening act. Fantastic. Fantastic.
I don't even know. All right, one more from Ulysses Pinkney. You can follow him all over social media. You can find B, or you can find us for booking of Ulysses, and we'll get you more information.
Cafe Central on Saturday, 8 to 11. Go check it out. You know what? You go up there, you let them know you heard them on the cafe, and I'll buy you dessert. Just send me the bill.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
One of the favorite artists right here. Those fingers in your hair, that shy come hither stare, that drives my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. I've got no defense for it. The heat is too intense for it. What good would common sense for it do? 'Cause it's witchcraft, that old witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, once you arouse that need in me, my heart says yes, indeed in me. Proceed in what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but it's one I wouldn't switch. For there is no nicer witch than you. Yes, it's witchcraft, that old wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, once you arouse that need in me, my heart says yes, indeed in me. Proceed in what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but it's one I wouldn't switch. for there is no nicer witch than you, my baby boo-boo. Ah, that wicked witchcraft, yes, it's witchcraft.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
For real, take your business, any business, to the next level by joining us at the Global Awaken Trinity Summit. 4 days of opportunities and inside info you don't want to miss, as over 35 celebrity speakers will be live in person to teach you exactly how to make your business take off, grow, and thrive. From marketing tool secrets to the best ways to build relationships, partnerships, and make true connections. Founder Kessa Gooden is putting on this once-in-a-lifetime event, the Global Awaken Trinity Summit VIP Gala and Yacht Mastermind, February 29th through March 3rd, 2024 in Miami, Florida. Registration starts at 9 sharp each day. Bring your business partner, your team, your friends, anyone and everyone who wants real success. For tickets, call 404-992-3971. Tickets will not last, so call now. 404-992-3971. Or visit us online at globalawakenedevents.com, and we will see you there.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
Todo Bello Balloons is a business that was born out of a passion for creating unique and beautiful balloon designs, including balloon bouquets, balloon arches, balloon columns, and more. We specialize in creating unique and beautiful balloon designs that bring your dreams into reality. We believe that balloons have the power to bring people together and create lasting memories, and we are honored to be part of that experience. Contact us and we will bring happiness to your celebrations with our balloons.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
1, 2, 3.
You throwing my bell off.
1, 2, 3.
What the hell was that, Josh? Is that a song?
That was a little song. That was amazing. All I can tell you.
He's pretty good.
I love hearing you say I needed that. See, it's kind of like a pick-me-up on Monday.
Well, that's a throwback to the music of the David Frank was singing. It's nice to see people, they start with the foot and then they start singing. Sally was doing a discotheque dance over there. Steve, you would have been very proud.
He's working. He's not listening.
B,
Well, it
that
might
was
be,
just
don't know.
incredible having Ulysses here, so thank you for that.
My pleasure. And I'd like to invite your audience to listen in September 11th. We're going to have Tim Blunson, another wonderful performer,
Here at the studio.
right here.
The next
yeah.
one. Oh, she's bringing them in like
September 11th.
M&Ms.
Monday Night Football, September 11th. I hear like Monday Night Football in my head. And what is
September
that?
11th. That's at the
Comcast.
Meadowlands on
Monday Night
Comcast.
Football.
Yep. Get your NFL commercial in. We've been talking about it all last week. I think that Buffalo and the Jet game is good, and Buffalo is favored to win in New York City. I don't know about that. We'll see.
Buffalo over the Jets. It's possible.
They're favored by 3 points.
We'll see what happens. But September 11th, all right, more music. Ulysses Pinckney, he was fantastic. Check him out on Saturday nights up in West Palm Beach at Cafe Central. So more to come on that.
For some reason, Cafe Central is
Is it
familiar to
Central or
me.
Centro?
Central.
Centro.
Centro with an O, right?
Yes.
I don't know why I know.
Because when you and I were up at iHeart, a lot of the people that we worked with performed there.
Is that what it was?
That's like the place to be is Cafe Centro. That's what I was thinking.
He's there from 8 to 11. That's a late gig.
It'll be good. So,
Should be fun.
shall we segue over to DJ Holly Grove? Because I think
DJ Barbie.
Holly worked with you before I worked with you up at
I
iHeart.
know Holly. Holly, I know you, 10, 11 years?
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
I know her a long time. She was one of
Were
the
you on
originals.
one? You're one of the originals on Two Boys.
That's
No.
correct. Well, I was a guest
She was a guest,
on
but
Two
you
Boys
had your
from
own
Brooklyn.
show.
And I did have my
Holly
own
Grove
show, yes.
Your daughter came on there and sang, and blew everybody away. Everybody says, "What?"
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
How old was your daughter?
14 at the time.
And she could sing.
Yes.
And then I said, "Can you sing to this one?" "Oh, of course I can." Now, the daughter was unbelievable.
Well, tell us about DJ Barbie.
Okay, so DJ Barbie, we all know that Barbie just came out in the box office. She hit over $1 billion. A lot of people are doing Barbie parties this year for their little girls, or they're also doing Barbie events for their work. They're doing all kinds of little gigs, but if I were to come out, of course, I would be wearing my Barbie shirt, and then I have some cute little socks that I bring with my sneakers, so they're ruffled. And then this would be the second option if I was to do DJ Barbie, of course, because you have to wear pants and sneakers. So I have hot pink sneakers for it, and it's really awesome. I've been able to do 4 gigs so far as DJ Barbie, 20 years experience as DJ Holly Grove. So they hire me for one or to act as the other.
And DJ Holly Grove goes to events.
Events and parties, most of them are private events and parties, hired by companies, stuff like that, or personal people.
And people use the Barbie scenario because of all the publicity that it's doing. I've seen boxes, people put people in boxes to make look like they are Barbies and all dressed. Even guys are dressed
You
up
want
like
to dress
Barbie.
up as Barbie?
No.
Please don't. Freddie is Barbie?
No. And there's no Ken without a Barbie. So this is interesting. This is something that you started to do when the movie came out?
Once I learned that it hit over $1 billion in the box office, I said, well, people are going to be hiring Barbie characters, so why not give them the music, the entertainment, and the character all in one? Otherwise, you're going to be spending $400 on Barbie to come out. Then you're going to be spending $500 or $600 on the DJ and the entertainment, and you're at over $1,000, whereas my gig is $575 for 4 hours. I come out as Barbie, I entertain your children, and play the music. Or for corporate events, more than likely I don't have to entertain, but they'll request different songs, and they like me dressed as DJ Barbie there too, because they don't necessarily want Barbie walking around as you would a birthday party. They just want
The
Barbie
music.
themed event or party.
I didn't even know Barbie had a theme. I guess
Barbie
so.
is the theme.
Yes,
Right?
she
But the music,
is.
she's a DJ. Barbie music.
So, girly, fun, like bubblegum kind of music.
You see Cyndi Lauper just turned 70.
No.
70?
70? No.
Wow.
Girls just want to have fun. I'm going to tell you, she looks pretty good for 70.
70?
Yes, Dawn. 70.
Cyndi Lauper is
And don't add them
70?
together. Yes.
Not 60?
70. I
She's
saw
just a
it.
kid.
I was just going to say the same.
And she still has that kid mentality.
Wow.
That's going. And it's funny because the reason I bring that up is because when DJ did her show, she used to come in on Thursday nights, and I always said to me, she reminded me of that whole Cyndi Lauper energy. She was always laughing, and she always brought a whole different dimension to the show. It's when I started in this business, and she graced me enough to do music.
You and Les.
No, this is even before Les.
Really?
This is before Les. Hollywood's one of the OGs. They took a show. She was up there for, I think, a half hour. But it was different. She used to set the tone, like what we try to do, entertainment on Fridays. Holly was a DJ, and the music that was in there, and the interviews that were in there. It was the funniest. She was just hilarious.
Did you play music? Did you DJ during the show and interview, or it was mostly interviews?
Mostly it was interviews, but yes, there were some shows where I would DJ, yes.
Very
And
interesting.
It was like the beginning of the
you?
era.
Oh, wow.
And she was one of the OGs. Back in those days, I did a lot of Freddie Fix's shows, so I was burning up a lot
Was
of
it
time.
at iHeart? Was it at NN?
It was at Beasley.
Okay.
And then when we went to iHeart, we invited her to come on, and she's been here a couple of times. I mean, you know, you gotta pay tribute to
I think
your
a picture
OGs.
came up in my Time Hop a couple weeks ago from iHeart. With you and Holly and Les, and somehow that came up in my Time
Well, it
Hop.
could have been when we put her up there as well. I mean, there's so many different shows that we've done. Now, the reason that I even asked her wasn't about the DJ piece, which is all fine and dandy, but it's about the health spa that she has, that she opened. So I want to talk about the health spa. What's the name of the spa?
It's called the Beverly Hills Day Spa. It's on Lake Worth Road, just east of the Turnpike. I opened it because during COVID, there was a lot of people that started just working off of tips in the DJ world. And so then I needed to think what was going to be a constant income. And just after COVID, I began my build out. And so once my build out was finished, it took me about 3 months to build it out. But once it was finished, then I got back into my DJing as well. Because that's a passion I have. And as your guest just said, it's very therapeutic music. It has healed me in multiple ways. When I have a bad day, I run to my microphone and I sing. I also been in a couple tribute bands as well. So that microphone just does something to your total insides, brings out this amazing energy and just makes you happy. It's like you're floating on air. So he's totally right when he says it is therapeutic. Even if I play music and I see the people get up and they dance and they're entertained, it just really makes me smile in my heart. My heart smiles. And I can go to sleep with a smile on my face if I make other people happy.
And you're a medical esthetician.
Yes, I am a medical
before
esthetician.
DJ, or did you go back to school?
No, I had to go back to school. And so I had to get all my hours, and I jumped in it as the build out was going. I was actually attending school at the same time. I was blessed enough. Face of Beauty, they opened up in Wellington, so that's where I live, and so it was very close to my home. So I was able to get my hours. She worked with me, came on days where she had off, stayed extra. So by the time my build out was done, I was ready. I also do permanent makeup and microblading. So like if people exercise a lot or swim a lot, that's a really good option for them. So they're not drawing their brows on or worried about how they look. We do lip blushing, so on and so forth. So there's a lot to our company.
Does she say permanent makeup?
That is correct.
And
Would
that's
you
a
like
thing?
some?
No. But thank you for pointing.
It's a thing.
Is that the thing? So you get up in the morning, you don't have to put on makeup, maybe just
You wake up
touch your-
beautiful.
You wake up beautiful.
Wow.
I
I know
know.
about 5 people that would love that.
I think a lot of people would love that.
Look, even
give you my card.
Even Missy Bachagalupa over there.
You just roll out of bed looking like all dolled up, ready
I've
to
never
go.
heard of anything. When the women that are giving birth, pregnancies, do not take a picture and they get all dolled up. Okay, now you can take in the middle of all that pain.
You know, it's memories is what it is.
You would like that. Yeah, you would.
yeah,
Chuck
just
told
like
me.
that, yeah.
He says, yeah.
Pretty
She said,
much.
now take a picture. I got to do my face. Really? In the middle of labor.
Pretty much.
You weren't like that, were you?
I'm very
Sally?
interested too, but I hope Steve's not listening.
Hey, Steve. Permanent makeup,
I just
Steve.
recently got
You
my
can
hair-
wake up to the beauty of Sally.
I need help in the morning for
Well,
sure.
your skin is beautiful, Holly.
Thank you very much.
What other types of services do you offer at the spa?
So it's skincare and body contouring. So we also do weight loss services, mini facial, which is face sculpting. So if you have a double chin and you don't want to do surgery, we could actually do that with our face sculptor. It will take 3 or 4 treatments by the time you get your final result, but we have buy 4, get 1 free at the Beverly Hills Day Spa. Other services such as slimming treatment is done with an infrared lighting. And those of you that don't know about infrared lighting, it loosens your tissues. So a lot of people that get liposuction or something will come to us. They'll say, hey, look, my legs turned out a little lumpy. So we'll run the infrared therapy over their leg and it will make their skin smooth. It also takes out stretch marks and cellulite.
Can you believe what we do to our bodies? I mean, seriously.
A
think
little
about this.
lumpy.
So you
got
have
lumpy legs.
all like
Lumpy
fat
legs.
sucked out of your legs, right?
A lumpy leg. Wait a minute.
Liposuction. You're like,
I
it's
feel
still
lumpy legs.
And then they go and they smooth out the lumpiness. It's like,
If that
easy.
includes any part of the body, like a lumpy butt.
That's right. Any part of the body, yes.
Do you do the cool sculpting still? Is that still a thing?
It is a thing, except for ours isn't considered cool sculpting only because we do the infrared lighting, we do the green light therapy, and we do the blue light therapy, which are all therapies that work differently. So the red light will loosen up the tissues and make room for the green light to replenish your tissue, and then the blue light will then activate new skin. Healing within the skin, and you'll use a serum, and the serum that we use is a liposerum. It used to be used in the hyaluronic pen, which is now illegal in the U.S., so no one should do that at home even. But what we do is we do not inject it they used to with the hyaluronic pen, so they found a new use for it. You would just take the sculpting machine with the serum on it, and the lights actually send it through your skin, dissolving the fat. It's a fat dissolver.
Wow. Can it tighten skin too?
Yes,
For
it
everybody who
does,
walks
and
around
it
like that,
does
it
not
tightens
hurt. It is painless. Even our slimming treatments done with the infrared lighting and our zapper. And when I say zapper, we all have fat cells. So the infrared lighting is loosening up the tissues where the fat cells are hiding, and then it zaps it. You just drink water all day, and within a week, you will see a total difference. We had a woman, she lost 7 pounds in 2 weeks, 3 treatments per week.
Did she gain it back?
No, she's continued with exercise, and now she's eating better, and she continues coming back to the spa because she doesn't want to lose her body. She just needed a little jump start. And then when she started to see that weight was coming off, that gave her the initiative to go on that diet and to start exercising.
Wow.
So people that I know have lost a lot of weight.
Yes.
And around the bottom of the arms, the skin is down. So surgically, they were told they have to remove that. So what you're saying is that you can remove it without surgery using this method?
Yes, we have another machine that actually is a skin tightening machine, and it absolutely will tighten your skin. We have a lot of girls that do it underneath the arms because, like you said, and then they also have loose skin around their stomach, and so then we'll take that away. Or if they've had, a lot of people have that gastro where they tie
the
it and then
band.
you don't eat, and so they have a lot of loose skin. So they'll do the full body, and they'll have to do that 3 times a week for at least a month if you want that skin to get back in the exact place it was without surgery.
But it'll stay.
No, your skin will actually pull, it tightens the
It'll
skin.
tighten and it'll stay tight.
But you have to do it 3 times a week for a month at least.
Now, the worse the case, the longer it's going to take, though.
The worst case I've had is a month so far, but she has when she came, she still does come, but it was 5 times a week when she first started. So she did a little bit more than most would.
I do triceps 3 times a week forever, and I got to tell you, I'm still doing it 3 times a week forever. So if I can get it in a month, then why not?
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
You know, tightening. You know what I'm doing?
Instant gratification.
You got to do it anyway.
Yes,
so.
exactly.
You don't do triceps 3 times a week?
Dawn, it's instant gratification.
Welcome to South Florida.
Is that what you call it, Sally?
It just came to my head. I was just thinking about my arms.
Well, you guys have.
It wasn't a flamingo.
But they don't have. But they don't have a bad case. I know ladies who have lost a lot of weight, and the case is bad. It's to a point that they wear the long sleeves because they want to conceal it, and psychologically, it's very damaging. Some people that I know that lost weight regret the fact that they lost weight. I mean, they feel good about themselves, but then they're going to run to a surgeon to get all that repaired. And any surgery, you heard Dr. Sanchez say, is not good for you.
True that.
So this might be a good alternative. At least go in and talk to her and make up your mind to have choice.
Absolutely. How do people reach you for the spa or for your Barbie DJ?
Okay,
DJ Barbie?
so for DJ Barbie, I'm hired through My South Florida DJ Services. DJ Holly Grove is also available if you're just looking for a good old fun time and you don't want DJ Barbie. My phone number is 785-8766 and it's 561. So 561-785-8766. We're located out of Wellington. However, we do anywhere from Broward to Jupiter. Any party, any event. Also, we do private events and parties at restaurants and bars. If they're having a birthday party there, they're more than welcome to hire as a DJ. And to get a hold of me for the day spa, it's called the Beverly Hills Day Spa. It's located at 7177 Lake Worth Road, and it's in Wellington, Florida, 33467. You can also find us on the Beverly Hills Day Spa.com. It lists all our services and prices. And if you're looking for the DJ services, it's mysfldj.com, abbreviated from mysouthfloridadj.com.
Fun.
Fun. You gonna go? Have your body all lifted and tucked and
Go so you
lasered and all that
get
stuff?
your arms done.
There's more than arms. There's a whole lot. I know. As we age, I call them bat wings. It's like you just can't get rid of them.
I like the DJ piece because I remember we had somebody in here that used to offer us the superheroes because kids love superheroes and kids love all the theme stuff that comes out. And then he came back and he doesn't have them anymore. COVID sort of put an end to the superhero deal. So it's a good angle.
Time to get it all back. Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure. More to come. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Frank A. Ruffolo, our author in residence. The crew has a whole bunch of questions about Mars, so I figured you're the man to ask about Mars.
I'm the guy.
He's the guy. And we've got Sally
And Sally
Bernard.
lived there, so she's the girl.
Sally lived there. Host of Paul Mizina.
She's from Venus.
She's from Venus.
I
Frank's
looked
from
over
Mars.
when you said that.
More to come. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Has someone in your family lost a job recently, and now you can't afford your mortgage payment? Or do you have a rental property and your tenants aren't paying you? We can come to the rescue and pay you cash for your home immediately. Yes, sell your home and get cash all over the phone without dealing with real estate agents or having to waste time showing your home to lukewarm buyers. You don't need to lose your house to foreclosure. If you have equity in your home, we'll buy your home and give you cash within days, all in a simple over-the-phone and virtual process. Call now before your situation gets worse. Sell a home you can't afford or just need anymore and get the cash you need today. Call this number now.
Call 855-348-5925. That's 855-348-5925. Again, 855-348-5925.
Tax audits, tax liens, wage garnishments.
Every day we hear stories like this about good folks who are simply struggling to pay their bills. Each of them are living a frightening IRS tax nightmare, and they are afraid it will destroy their lives.
I'm a divorced single mom, and my ex-husband left me and the kids with a lot of unpaid bills, including unpaid taxes. I was really starting to show my stress on my kids because the IRS had sent me a letter demanding a huge payment from me. I couldn't afford it. So then the IRS was threatening to garnish my wages. I'm already living paycheck to paycheck. That would have put me over the edge financially.
It truly seemed hopeless, but then a friend at work told her to call the tax relief line.
The people at the tax relief line, they told me about something called innocent spouse relief. They worked it out so that all of the taxes from my ex are not my problem. I don't know how that works, and I don't care. All I care about is that I don't owe the IRS a dime, and they are not going to take my paycheck.
Even if it seems hopeless, you should call the number on your screen right now. There is absolutely no cost for the call or the consultation. You are under no obligation. If you are worried that the IRS could garnish your wages, seize your assets, even take your home, call us right now. The Tax Relief Line is here to help you. Now you have a knowledgeable, professional team of tax experts that are ready to negotiate with the IRS and fight for you to save you money. The Tax Relief Line's professionals have successfully negotiated thousands of cases, reducing and sometimes even eliminating the tax debt for their clients. It's very easy to get started. Simply call the number on your screen right now. You don't have to live in fear anymore. The call and the consultation are free.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to StephanieJaffeArt.com.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina along with spokesman Rob. So Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all of your questions and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone, call now.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought. You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Caught in the crossfire with my lover.
I tell you, gotta love Kendra. Gotta love it.
I hear all this rain. I know to all our friends and family that are living on the west coast of Florida and the northern panhandle, please be safe. And if you're going to evacuate, do it today. Don't wait.
Today.
Yeah, because
Don't wait until it's on top of you, because everybody decides to
It's
leave at
gonna
the
leave
same
tomorrow.
time, and you ain't gonna get out. Leave now. If you can leave now, tell work, I'll see you Friday.
everyone who's evacuating, waiting for tomorrow, don't. Just leave today and get on. You can't go north. I was thinking about Geo, because I know Sabrina's family's in Jacksonville. That's not any better right now.
I'm inviting them to come
They
to
gotta
us.
come down here.
So just get away from there.
And I have an extra generator. I feel like I just had this conversation with your son last time he came over for a hurricane. So if anyone needs a generator, I have an extra one.
The bottom line is be smart, stay ahead of it. And I told you, you have a newborn, so your choices of decisions just got smaller. Because you
Absolutely.
can't move around with a newborn like you can with a 4-year-old, 5-year-old. So be smart. Play the heads game. So I just got the word I think he was told he has to evacuate because Gio doesn't leave.
Well, now
Unless
he's
he's
got
told.
this job that they need him safe and in a place. So if he's got to get to what he's got to do, he's got to do it.
It's another thing. And it's supposedly going to be north of Tampa, but with that cone, you don't know where it's going to end up.
And at first I saw it was a 1 and then a 2, and then I woke up this morning, now they're thinking a 3, so
It's going to be over 125, 150 mile an hour winds, which is always the problem.
it's not going to be good.
But you know what? You got to stay smart, keep alert. It's supposed to hit on Wednesday morning, 8 o'clock. If you're going to leave and we see you, if you're watching, head
Come on
over
over.
now. You know, because you can always drive back. 2, 3, 4 hour drive, you can drive back. So be smart.
Absolutely. All right, so you ready to talk to Mr. Frank?
I don't know if I'm ready to talk to Mr. Frank, because every time I do this, I get all messed up.
I have to talk to Frank because I see, last week I was watching the news, India landed on the moon. And they were explaining.
Yeah, now they're building a 7-Eleven.
I saw that joke. Listen, is it the moon or was it Mars that they landed on?
Moon.
Thank you.
Are you sure?
Yep, South Pole of the moon.
Thank you.
I'm going to look it up. Don't thank him yet.
Thank you. I did look it up to confirm it because you even put the question of doubt in my head.
And the Russians crashed on the moon.
Russians crashed on the moon.
So just like Russians do everywhere else, they're just nothing but
They
a
crash and
giant
burn,
mess.
yeah.
And Frank is, he's not the man of the moon, but he's literally the man that writes about the moon. I guess it
And
was,
Mars.
and Mars, so important that they landed on, they chose, I guess, to land on the south side of the moon for a reason.
They think there's more water there.
They were explaining how it's below the horizon of the sun, so it's dark. There's just nothing
Right.
there. What did they find?
Well, they're hoping to find water, more water, the South Pole of the moon, because they want to. Eventually, countries are going to build bases there to extract the water to create rocket fuel.
And all I can do
I
is think
heard
of
that the
books.
moon is a piece of the Earth when it was formulated. Is that true?
That's what it's been thought to have happened. But there's a lot of, if you want to call them conspiracy theorists or ancient alien theorists, that the moon is not really what it appears to be.
Now, the ancient alien thing is where she comes in, because apparently that DNA of things that occurred Was there life on the moon at one time? Did something happen that became catastrophic and everything died?
Well, there's a theory about the moon that was one of the theories is that object was placed there. They did a test on the moon a few years ago where they crashed something into the moon and it rang like a bell.
Well, what that means, metal in the middle?
Which means that the moon is hollow and it's made of metal.
I've actually heard, not to interrupt you because I'm really interested in what you're talking about, but I also had heard that they say man-made.
Yeah, so they think that it could
Man-made what?
The moon.
The
was
moon
man-made.
could well, I don't know if it'd be man-made, but the moon was
Made?
manufactured
By
7-Eleven, by the Indians.
By Sally's people.
By Carol, I guess.
By Carol.
Carol?
Carol.
Did he say Carol? Oh my God! No,
Take it easy. He was kidding. He was kidding.
I realize that.
Take it easy.
I do get a lot of
Holy
validation.
smoke. By Carol. What did you started revolting? What's the matter with you?
She's like, I get validation.
No. Don't do that. All right, so the game plan, from what I'm understanding, is that they want to build.
So wait, are you missing the fact that the theory that the moon was created by a
No, I didn't miss the fact, but
a
I'm just going to move
species,
on.
a something,
Yeah.
not,
No, I'm not
not
gonna
by
go.
God?
I'm not going to go down that road. I'm going to go down the other road, where they want to put a 7-Eleven and a condo on the moon, where people are going to live and do fuel, so that they can take the rockets then to go to Mars.
Right. It's easier to escape Moon's gravity ball than it is to escape Earth's. So you would use less fuel to take a rocket from the moon and go somewhere than to take a rocket from here and go somewhere.
Okay, so what year did you write those books?
2000, middle to late 2000, between 2007 and 2010.
So if you read Frank's series of books,
He talks about all this.
he talks about they
All
go
this.
to right, all of this, and then there's the hotel, and the whole transport system takes like, I don't know, 40 minutes to get from one to another, and it's like that in a blink of an eye. He wrote all of this.
But did you come up with this out of your imagination, or did you get some messages to write this stuff about?
That's rough to say because it comes into my mind. So how it came into my mind could have come from me or my muse.
It's like the Jetsons all over.
Like the Jetsons all over again.
Now,
It's fascinating.
let's move on.
You don't understand. There's hotels.
Alright,
There's
take
like
it
a
easy.
whole Las Vegas. There's a fueling
You get her all
station.
wound up. It takes a
But
week to bring her
he
back
wrote
down.
all of this.
Hold on. So let's go from now. Let's go past 2030 and forward. Let's assume that we have this hotel, we got a gas station, and everything else on the moon. Then what happens? Because if it comes to you, I want to know what comes to you next.
Well, then what happens? Or eventually what's going to happen is we will populate Mars.
Why Mars?
Because Mars is the closest
Right.
planet that can sort of equal Earth's environment.
Except it
If
doesn't
we-
have any air.
Well, what they're talking about is possibly terraforming Mars,
What does that mean?
producing air.
I heard that the movie that Arnold Schwarzenegger did with the ice embezzled in
Yeah,
deep in
Total
Mars.
Recall.
Total Recall, that when that ice evaporates, it would create an atmosphere.
Well,
Is that
that's-
even true?
There is an underground ocean on Mars. They believe there's water trapped underneath Mars. So if we can release that through various explosions, and that water gets up into the atmosphere, then it'll take many, many thousands of years, but all that will, the water in the atmosphere, the water in the air and everything in the atmosphere will terraform Mars back to the way it used to be.
Now, is there enough gravity to hold everything in place?
Mars' gravity is quite light. That's one of the
Mars.
problems. The gravity of Mars is like 1/7 the gravity here. So
1/7 means that
I
you
mean-
sort
I
of
mean-
float.
I shouldn't say 1/7. If you're about 150 to 180 pounds on Earth, you're around 70 pounds on Mars. So
Well, that's good for dieting.
it's good for dieting.
Just means you float a little bit more.
I actually, from what I have heard, that Mars was inhabited.
It was
many.
inhabited.
It was like a
Long
way
time ago.
station for it to go to. They had rockets, and they went on to other planets
So where
from
are
there.
they, Sally?
Sorry.
Where are they?
Well, they may still be on Mars. Nobody's gone to have a look. But it was like a way. I was actually drawing that when I knew nothing about this. So I definitely go with what Frank's saying.
Well, some of the theories, the civilization there expanded way too fast and became too smart. And there was a catastrophic war that developed on Mars. And during that catastrophic war, they wiped out the
They
planet.
both basically blew themselves up. Is that what? Okay.
Because they have found artifacts on Mars from all the some of the older Mars rover pictures. They found artifacts on Mars that show statues and stuff. So it was,
You know, it's funny. When I was a kid, somebody told me that people from Mars came to this planet.
they did.
Yes,
and they inhabited this planet. And what you see with the pyramids and all that stuff, different designs, different parts, because the lands used to be all together and then earthquakes separated. And there was a disease that wiped them out, like COVID times 100. And it wiped them out. But that they had left behind certain experiments, like the chimpanzee and the amoeba and all this other stuff that created all these lives. So when they got all wiped out, the experiments survived for billions of years and they grew into who we are today. And it's funny because when I was a kid and I heard this story, I thought the guy that told me this was completely out of his brain. I says, man, this guy is like from another planet. He's like, forget about it. But if you think about that scenario and put it in reverse, like we're here and we have to find somewhere else to go because we're polluting this thing to death, and we go to Mars and all that happens, and we're over there for 1 billion years, the same conversation would be had there that we're having now today here. Because nobody can really explain the
But
pyramids.
here's the crazy thing. These are all in Frank's books. He's written all of
Well, maybe
this
he was
out
an
in the
original one
travel.
of the Martians that came over.
Even those that live on Mars and Xantha Terra and what happened and the mutations and all of that, he wrote about
Maybe
it.
he's the DNA of the originators. You never know.
Well,
because why is it, Frank, that
if you
certain
look at the
people-
ancient, if you look at the ancient religions and you look at all the ancient civilizations that existed here, they all come from out there. They all believe life came from out there.
But how is it that certain people can see things? Like Sarah Spiritual on Wednesday, she talked to a lady and the woman started to cry hysterically because she was able to see what the lady was going through.
Some people connect, some people can connect, some people can't.
It's in your DNA. I mean, I was drawing from that. I didn't know anything about it, and yet I'm drawing what was happening at that particular time.
What color is your
I-
blood?
as-
What color is your blood?
What color's my
Blood.
blood? I don't know.
Because I heard that it's blue until it hits the air, it turns red.
Oh, okay.
You're an obstetrician, is that true?
She's an obstetrician or
Whatever.
she's an esthetician.
Esthetician, obstetrician.
What is
something nutrition.
interesting is that you have written about this, which is amazing, and I have done drawings about this. So it must carry through, which I do believe, into our DNA. It is there in our DNA.
The truth is out there.
Exactly, exactly.
They're all here.
And then when
And they're all
in-
arrived at
And
the
they're all
Brooklyn
here.
Cafe, so that has to tell you something.
But what it tells me is that the story's being told. And all of a sudden, I saw another article that NASA has no answer for what they just filmed out in the Pacific. No answer. And I went to my son and I said, what's going on? He says, Dad, nobody talks to us about what's going on at that level because nobody knows what's going on. And here we are, and there are certain people who have seen it, drawn it. Like that other movie that came out in the 70s where the guy drew something, what is it? Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Close Encounters.
Close Encounters.
He drew Devil's Tower.
And and in Close Encounters, when I saw that movie, somebody had to come up with that idea.
Well, that was based on the real facts.
Yes, but they suppressed it. They didn't want
suppressed
people
it.
to talk about
But that was based. That was There's a story that they were going to come out with a documentary about a close encounter. And the same producer that had the story to produce the documentary, they quashed the documentary, and then they made the Close Encounters movie based on the information in the documentary. So it may not have happened at Devil's Tower, but it happened.
Now, have you guys seen Close Encounters? Have you seen the movie?
A long time
Close
ago.
Encounters?
A long time ago.
Go on Netflix, go somewhere, watch it. You know, it's really funny because if you watch what they were talking about back in the day and you hear what they're talking about today, this has been going on for over 50 years. But they suppress it.
Yep.
They hide it. They don't want you to know the truth. Is it true that Area 51 is closed now?
No.
Really? I was told it
They're
was
letting
closed.
you believe it's closed.
They're opening up Area 52.
But they opened up another, there's another area.
I don't make this stuff up. That's exactly what they did. They
There's
said
an
they
Area
closed.
52.
They
There's
said
another
they
area.
closed 51. They're opening up a new area.
There's the 51 is still there. It's not as active, but there's another area that is taking its place.
See, I don't make this stuff up. Frank and I.
I think you're from there.
It's amazing.
Frank
My
and I
show
are like the tin
today.
can.
My show is all about this.
Area
That's the
52?
topic today.
Or
Well,
51?
about aliens and.
I used to go to
Close
Studio
Encounters.
54. I'm all confused.
So it's amazing that we're sitting
Now,
here talking about.
to
Well, it's
add-
not amazing.
To add more to the conspiracy theories,
Of course, let's add more.
Those Tic Tac videos where they don't know what it is.
Yeah, I remember you writing about that.
Okay. There has been reports. I've saw an interview with someone that used to work there. Used to work with Lockheed at the Skunk Works in Raytheon, and they have the tech. And he said, "I can't tell you what we have, but we have the technology to build what you see."
Really?
And that he believes that a lot of these UFO sightings that we see that we can't identify have been made here.
Have been made here.
We have the technology to build it here.
Josh, so but what we talked about this morning about AI and how they really think the new AI is going to destroy mankind, I truly think this is what happened on Mars because they had all of the, they didn't call it AI, but whatever it was.
They're destroying themselves on Mars.
That's exactly what we were talking about this morning. It's going to happen again here potentially on Earth. It's exactly what you talked about. Mars did it to themselves.
Would it shock you to know AI technology has been around for thousands and thousands of years? Thousands and thousands of years.
Only called AI for now.
It wasn't called AI, but somebody leaked it. You know, you can't keep a secret in this society anymore because it comes out. It comes out as a joke. The guy that was writing the whistleblower on the aliens, and they're trying now to say that the guy was on hallucinogenics and that he was a druggie, and it was all this stuff because they're trying to suppress his whole testimony. The more they try to suppress it, the more you know he's telling the truth. Because they're afraid that he is going to start a panic. Because they don't have an answer to this stuff. They really don't.
Because it's existed before. Josh, imagine going in and doing your presentation and saying, all right, this happened on Mars, and this is exactly what the article is about here.
I'll just bring Frank.
Just take Frank and Sally with you today for your presentation.
That's what I would say. It says, and ladies and gentlemen, here's the proof.
Here's show and tell.
Here's a great example to tell you what's going on, basically give you a hint of what's going on. The SR-71 Blackbird was the fastest airplane that was released to the public that was ever produced. It could travel in excess of they never say the exact speed, but they say in excess of 3,000 miles an hour.
Sugar.
That plane was designed in the 50s.
I'm telling you.
So what are they
Everything.
designing now that we don't know about?
Well, they got supersonic jets now. They got stuff that's stealth, supersonic. So you can't see it.
Well, they've got
you
planes
can't hear it.
that'll fly themselves now. They
and
just
then-
came
and
out at the plane show.
All of this stuff that's coming forward is because the world is speeding up, and you can't suppress all of this stuff. But the AI, to me, was the language of the beginning. And if you
Frank.
saw Planet of the Apes when they were...
It's your language.
Yes, it is.
The Planet of the Apes when they were praying to the nuclear bomb,
ask
you
a
remember
question?
that craziness?
AI is her language.
Frank,
She's laughing.
I believe it's reverse technology. They have had these, whatever.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but a lot of
Yeah.
people don't know that.
No.
It's actually, they are here, a lot of these, whatever they're doing, you know, so they're reversing the technology and we're having them ourselves now. But it's come from somewhere else, obviously. I mean, it's obvious when you think about it, but it's hard for people to believe this, which I often say, you know, I call it like a soft disclosure, which I'm going to talk about on my show, which is strange. We're talking, well, what's strange, right?
Well, when you're here, there's a lot of strange stuff that's talked about.
Well, yeah.
And it's only strange because you're hearing it out loud.
But I love what Frank is saying because I can relate a lot to that. And it's so, for me, it's validation that there are other people that are coming out with what I'm talking about, Frank. And I really appreciate that very much. I love it.
It's funny.
More
because
needs to come out.
Yes,
a lot of people
absolutely.
were afraid to talk about it. I know Russ Johnson has been an advocate for this thing
Well,
for
hopefully
forever.
he's coming today. I'm not sure, though.
Forever.
He's going to be on my show.
Russ used to bring military people who used to stand in the lobby at Beasley wanting to go on the air. And it was funny because one of them was a lieutenant colonel or something that used to fly the B-52 bomber. And he had a story to tell. And Bobby got a phone call that he was not allowed on the air.
Well, let me tell you a quick story about the SR-71, which, to me, that plane probably flew way the heck faster than they're telling you it flew. I used to work with a gentleman that was, in his youth, was part of the ground crew of the SR-71. And what they used to do is, because of the high-pressure tires they used to have, they used to go out on the runway and have to clean the runway off with any kind of debris because they didn't want to have the thing to have a flat. And it was at an Air Force base in northern Florida. I forget which one near the Cape, but not right in the I forget which one it is, but there's an Air Force base up there. And it took off from Florida. So they sent the crew out. It's a safety crew. They send the safety crew out to clean the airport, to clean the runway. And the safety crew stays out there for about 10 or 15 minutes to make sure there's no problems, because if there's any problems, it's got to come back. So the SR-71 took off. They stayed out there 5 or 10 minutes. By the time they got back to their barracks, the plane already landed in Houston.
Wow.
That fast?
That fast.
Didn't they shoot a supersonic spy plane
Down?
over Russia?
Yeah, the U-2.
Is that what it was?
They shot a U-2 down. That's that Powers that shot down? Yeah. But they try shooting down the SR-71, but it flies faster than the missiles. So
You can't even see it. Well, what
You
about
can't-
laser technology? Can they see it?
well, back then there was no laser technology.
Well, look at
Now
all the
there
cities that they're finding that have been buried underground, and the more they excavate, the more they're finding these pyramids everywhere that have been buried under the oceans. And as our global warming and things heat up, man didn't do that. Look at the pyramids in Egypt. Listen, I love my people, but you think my people could put those bricks, those blocks on perfectly symmetrical like
No,
that?
Not at all.
You know there had to be some help on,
But the
on all
good
of these
thing,
things.
Dawn, is that it's becoming more, it's being exposed more, and more people are questioning this. For so many years, it was just a hush-hush thing. You couldn't talk about it. But the more people are coming out, more people actually are remembering, like myself and like Frank
The
is.
pyramids were not tombs.
No, they weren't. But you have pyramids of Egypt. Then you got pyramids South America. You got pyramids in China. There are pyramids all over.
They got pyramids all over. South America, China, Egypt, United States.
So why in the world would anybody think that they were done because of what happened?
Because biblically they talked about the exodus from Egypt and the slaves who built the pyramid. Were there slaves
that's
in
a
Egypt?
great
Yes.
It's a great story.
It's a great story.
Made a
Were
great
there
movie.
slaves? Sure. Did they build the pyramids? Probably. Did they have help? 100%.
Do you know the story of the Sphinx? Who built it?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. How the hell do you not know who
Nobody
built the
knows.
Sphinx?
Aldo used to talk to
They
me
think
about
the
that because I
Sphinx
drew
They
that.
think the Sphinx was there about 10,000 years before the pyramids.
And for some reason, I was drawing it, so he used to, Aldo, my guide who was here, would explain a lot of these things. I wish that, are you here, Aldo? Talk on the show.
He's here.
Yeah.
You know who blew the nose off the Sphinx?
That was done during one of the world wars.
Napoleon blew it.
Was it?
With a cannon. It's the rumor. Nobody knows.
Nobody
No,
knows, but that's what they think.
Do you I don't know
I think
about
it was
that.
before
I
that.
don't know about that.
But there's a lot of information out there, and AI is just what we call it now. But all of this was out there, and this is the language you
But
speak.
that's interesting as far as AI. What if we ask these questions to AI? They come up with everything, right? I wonder how it would answer.
It's funny, I asked AI a very confusing question the other
Interesting.
day, and they said to me, I can't answer this at this time.
Really?
They're working on the data.
Interesting. Well, I asked
Damn
Alexa.
thing is
they
talking to
say-
me.
Yeah, yeah.
It's true.
interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah. What's
There's
the
a
cure
lot
to
of
cancer?
information.
Ask AI, see what it tells you.
There's
So
a
it
lot
is
of
blocked
information.
from certain things. It must
Because
be
it doesn't know
blocked.
yet, or it's not allowed to
That's been
reveal
Not
it.
allowed
yet.
to reveal it.
And somebody's programming this. They got 100 million computers
Sure.
together, 100 million minds together to do this AI stuff. And then they do works of art, it does music, it does anything you want.
But the amazing thing, the stories are there, and we all know. But Frank has written this. If you read his books, you're going to read the whole lineage of what it is. Even the travel from the moon to Mars. I know, B's
And
looking
beyond.
at me. B's looking at me like, really? They're all in the lobby for
And
sale.
beyond.
And beyond. And what that is, what that looks like.
You know, I
Because
mean,
he's in the know. He knows, right?
You know, the government is going to come and get you.
No, they won't.
They're gonna
I'll
wanna
help
know what you
protecting
know.
him.
There's always a white van parked in front of my house.
Or
I
it's your
think they
oldies
sent it to
van.
me too.
Well, people want to know. You know, people that are curious enough that have been waiting around looking for answers to all these questions, they want to know.
I'd like to make a PSA announcement just to change the subject, if you'll let me.
Sure. I'm afraid to.
In August of 2018, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. And as of this month, I'm 5 years in remission.
Congratulations.
But I'd like to say something to all the men out there. Prostate cancer is a silent killer. 1 out of 9 men in the United States will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. There are no symptoms, except for the obvious symptoms that every old man goes through, constantly getting up and going to the bathroom. That's the only symptom that tells you that you're having a problem with your prostate, is that when it starts to swell up and it affects your urinary problems. If you have prostate cancer in your family, you should start when you're in your 40s to have your prostate examined at least twice a year and have your PSA count, which is a protein count of your prostate, done. Because that's the only way they can tell if you have prostate cancer. You do not want to go through what I went through. So please, be prepared. Start early. Have yourself checked out, men. I know you guys hate to go to the doctor. But if it wasn't for my urologist and my oncologist, I wouldn't be here. So that's what I have to say.
And you have an event coming up in October.
We have 2 events coming up. I have an event coming up on September 6th, which is a free networking event at the Hilton Hotel rooftop bar at Pier in Pompano. It starts at 6 o'clock. It's free. Come on down, enjoy the view, have some drinks, network with people in the industry, and stay there until they kick us out. That's the first one. The second event's going to be at the Savers Cinema on October 24th. Every year, the Florida Arts Network does an award show. It's a Rose Warner Excellence in the Industry Award. This year, we're going to be awarding two trophies, one for Best Performance in a Music Video, one for Best Director in a Music Video. We're also planning on having an art show in the courtyard outside. So check our website, www.floridaartsnetwork.org, for details. We'll be coming out with pricing and availability and all that fancy stuff probably Monday of next week.
More to come.
And more to come.
And the Savor, how do you pronounce it?
Savor.
The Savor, it's a spectacular venue. We've been able to see it a couple times, and just a great event. It's a converted church into a movie theater, into an event space. Talk about upscaling and repurposing. That's what it's all about.
And they have a nice courtyard outside, could probably hold 200 people. It's covered, and they have an agreement with the Broward County parking people. There's a parking garage across the street. You come and to event at Savor, and the parking's free.
So nice to work with. They've got tables, they've got everything,
They've got
lighting,
everything,
they've
anything
got
you need.
everything you need.
Yep. Should be a lot of fun.
So stay tuned, guys.
Stay tuned, and I'm excited that Amp Media Productions is a proud sponsor of the Florida Arts Network event on October 24th. So, Josh, I'm hoping you get to enter some of your music videos. The other one's going to be done? Yeah.
Oh, he's going to enter?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
He's going to enter the one he did for Cece, and hopefully this maybe one of the two, the ones from the doc.
Yeah, how that will work is we will take entries. The entries are open to the public. We will take entries to music videos. Our people that are involved in Florida Arts Network, our community will then, there'll be an open voting. Anybody can vote on our website. We will take the top 5 best videos for votes, and they will be compiled and voted, and then we will present the top 5 videos at the show, and then we will award we will make the awards from those videos.
Are they taking videos now? If Josh wanted
Not
to
yet.
enter? Not yet.
We will probably start taking videos the first week of September. It'll be on our website. It'll be on our website.
It's going to be a great event. You got music that's going to be there that night?
We don't have it. We have some people set. We have one. I believe we have one act set. We're still looking for more people to have more entertainment. But
It's a beautiful venue.
Well, we've got a DJ and we've got an entertainment broker next to you. So you're surrounded by a lot of greatness in the arts.
You throw a pebble into the lake and watch it ripple.
Isn't it amazing what happens here, by the way? How all that happens?
It happens
A
every day.
miracle every day. See, all day long.
We're back to that again.
Yes.
Miracles happen once.
Well, there's a few then every day.
Not few.
Oh, yes.
Once.
Once, and then there's
That's a
another.
happening,
and
not a
then there's
miracle.
another one. What's the difference between a happening
Jesus
and a
walked on the
miracle?
water one time, not multiple times.
Okay.
That's the rumor anyway. That's the miracle. That he. You want to hear a miracle?
Uh-huh.
Do you know what's coming out October 13th?
What?
The Exorcist. The Believer.
It's on-
Exorcist Part 2 in the movie theaters.
I don't do those things.
Oh, anybody ever seen the first one?
I did, yes.
Do you know that she was never the same after she did that
That's what
movie?
I'm saying. So,
Her whole career in the movies went.
don't you think we should
People
just
die
let souls
making that movie.
leave
It's not
souls
about
alone?
that. It's not
why?
about
Why
that.
stir it
I
up?
gotta see it.
Why
I saw the
stir it
first
up?
one, scared the hell out of me, but the second one is coming out, and the mother that was in the first one, the actress, is in the second one.
I think you let souls rest. Did you
Great
see what
sleeping
happened?
dogs lie.
You saw what happened here in Boca Rio, where there was that horrible car crash in '94, and there was a whole memorial on the side of the road. It was Irv Schlossberg's daughter, and it was horrific. And there was a memorial there. It's been there since 1994. Apparently, the road workers decided they were going to remove it last week and didn't notify the family members. There's way more to the story politically, and no one's going to admit it. In my
Well, they gotta
opinion,
put it back.
in my opinion, someone's taking the blame for this that shouldn't be taking the blame, but now they're putting it back.
Of course.
So whoever decided to do it sent a big message. And you know what I said? You leave these souls rest and you leave them alone to up and move this because the road workers decided it was in the wrong place, whatever it was. Just a big mistake.
Poltergeist. They moved the whole Indian burial.
You just don't. You leave it, people
So if
rest.
they don't
And
like
built
it, I
houses.
feel they're going to let them sell. They're going to make known that they don't like it.
It was a horrible.
You ever seen the Poltergeist?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
like
watch
those.
movies like that. I really.
No, I don't
You
either.
saw it? They moved the whole burial site, all the bodies, and they built houses on it. You don't think that's going to get somebody ticked off? And there you have it.
You just leave souls rest in peace.
I agree with you.
My opinion, you leave them in peace. I know. And speaking of which, we've got Sally, you've got your show coming up in about a half hour.
It's all about aliens.
Beyond the Veil.
And we have also Thursday nights, we have Frank's show.
Florida Arts Network, every other Thursday
Every
night.
other Thursday. We just had one last week with Kimberly Douglas. That
That
was
was
a wild
good.
show.
That was good.
That was a good show.
She's an excellent, excellent interview. Really good stuff last week. We were listening in the back. I love to be able to sit down and stop doing what we're doing just to listen to some of the things that are on up front, which is really cool. Sally's from another planet, so that's a whole
Literally and
different,
figuratively, yes.
that's a whole different other thing.
But you see, it's the whole language. All the languages that she talks about, they're all from beyond.
I love it, and I love listening with Frank because to me it's all validation. We're bringing it forward here, and I love that.
Two peas in a pod.
And it's important.
Absolutely.
It's important that the message does get
It's a
out.
very important message, and the more people that share the same view. I mean, I don't know Frank that well, and I don't know what he's been talking about, and yet I feel the same. And there are many other people out there that can relate very much to this. So there has to be, as far as I'm concerned, there's truth, but people begin to think there is some truth in this. How, when we don't know someone, we have the same point of view, right?
Well, you can't suppress truth.
No, you
truth is
can't,
always going
right.
to come out one way or the other. No matter how hard you try to put a lid on it, it's not going to, you're not going to be able to contain it. That's what it comes down to. And then it all comes on at one time, and everybody's going to say, well, I don't have an explanation. The funniest thing is, I don't know how to explain Frank or Sally because there's no answer to it.
Can't explain people. You just got to watch and witness as you say and learn.
It's fun, though. It's fun to watch people wiggle when you tell them something that
It
they're
makes
not
life
comfortable with.
interesting, right? That's what people tell me. They say that I'm making their life very interesting.
Well, Steve tells you that, doesn't he?
Yeah, but now it's going beyond Steve.
I remember when you first talked about aliens, he was sitting where Frank is, and his face was shocked.
He had
says,
no
I
idea.
didn't know about this.
I just
That was
recently noticed.
hilarious.
That she astral projects.
The whole thing. It's you think you know somebody. You know, you wake up one day, you've been married to them for years, and then you find out that they have a different belief.
We'd
Does your
only been
wife
married a
know
few
about you?
months.
Does she know this whole thing about you?
She does now.
Right there.
Did she know it before?
I wonder if I'd come forward before we got married. It's only a year and a half
You
from
wouldn't be
now.
getting married.
I don't know.
You wouldn't be getting married.
No,
Did
he's
she know it
accepted
before?
This all happened while we were married, so this all
Right.
started after we were married. So
What
yeah,
about
she
the
was-
parts where it was before you were married?
What parts were there?
Oh, well, we're gonna talk about
probably
the
was
parts.
no, I don't know. No,
She doesn't know, does she?
well, it never came up. But before I was married, this
But
really
there
didn't
was-
start
there was-
before I
Let
was
sleeping
married.
dogs lie.
There was
Don't you
vision-
read between
Why?
the lines? Why?
There's visions. Well, there's no reason that he can't talk about things. Listen, when I was a kid, I saw things. I didn't understand what the hell I was looking at. But it doesn't mean it didn't happen. It happened when I witnessed it. It happened when I saw it. And in Frank's case, it happened.
It happened.
It happened.
More to come. That's his next book.
Interesting.
Some of it's in my new book, Memoirs of the Virgin Mary and the Archangels.
It's a great book. It's a great book. Anyone that has faith in any religion, it's a fantastic book to read. It really makes you hold on to your faith and what you believe in. I sent you something today. It says the naysayers stay in the threshold when you have new opportunities, and let those voices stay
That was a very complicated piece you sent me.
in the
I have
threshold.
to read it again when my migraine subsides.
It's about faith and hope, and there will always be naysayers, but hold on to what you believe in. And Frank's book is fantastic.
It's
They're
funny.
all his books are
There's
fantastic.
also a message in there is that if we don't be very careful of what we're doing, this is what's coming.
It's funny because anybody who's been successful, the first story they'll tell you is about the naysayers. It's about how they tell you don't do it. It's about how they tell you you can't do it. It's about how they tell you you shouldn't do it. Shoulda, wouldn't, coulda. But then when you do it and you're successful, then you say, now let me teach you a lesson.
But I sent you, and it says, when a door opens, take the opportunity. Because if you doubt, you stand in the threshold of doubt. All your naysayers are going to stand at that threshold telling you, don't go through that door. But once you go through that door, it's only yours to choose that opportunity. Whether it works or not, you've made the choice that you're going to try.
The secret to life is discovering the door.
The miracle.
The door. You can't walk through something you can't see.
Except Sally.
Sally builds doors.
Sally
what-
walks through the walls.
Actually, that's what Frank does. When you have somebody who builds doors, it changes the complexities of stuff. But that's a different show.
You ready to wrap this up?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
a great show. Happy Monday, everyone. Monday of miracles. So count your blessings, find your miracle, and we will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.